This is Amit Savagan, and this is my second video in YouTube. So today I'll speak about like how to auto scale your EC2 instance when there is a high traffic or the traffic spikes. Let's say like uh, in your EC2 instance, if there is a CPU utilization is more than 50% for 2 minutes, so it would create another EC2 instance. So how to do this through a auto scaling group? I mean how to auto scale your EC2 instance. So before that I would talk about what is the meaning of auto scaling group. It is just an automated approach to increase or decrease the compute memory or networking resources they have allocated as traffic spikes. And how we can do this? We can do this through a stress tool in Linux. So it is just a workload generator that provides CPU utilization, memory, and disk input output stress. So let's start. So go to your EC2 services, click on launch template, create a launch template first, give the name my template Amit, select the OS type. So go to quick start, select AL2, select the key pair, also select the security group. So I have created one security group and keep everything as a default and click on create launch template. Once the template is created, go to your auto scaling group in the bottom. So click on auto scaling group, create auto scaling group, give the name like Amit ASG, select the template which I have created, click on next. So let's say you'll have to give that minimum CPU is 2, no maximum, minimum RAM is 2, no maximum. Okay, choose the availability zone. So we have a 3, select all the 3 for EU North 1A, 1B and 1C, click on next. And here we have a the things for important one, that is for the health grace period. That means for how many, for how much time that would create a new EC2, like at which point you would like to check. So let's say if you're if you want to set if you want to set 50% CPU usage utilizations for a instance for 2 minutes. So let's say if I put 120 seconds for uh, that means 2 minutes. Okay, if your CPU utilization is 50% for 2 minutes, it would create another EC2 instance. So click on next, and here we have to provide the capacity. Let's say 2 is a desired, minimum is 2 and the maximum is 5. Okay, so click on tracking, target tracking scaling policy. So let's say the average CPU utilization will be 50%. So that means if your EC2 utilization is 50% for 2 minutes, it would create another two EC2 instances. Okay, now go to bottom and click on next, click on next, click on next, and create your auto scaling group. So once you create your auto scaling group, go to auto scaling group and go to your activity tab. So if you see in this activity tab, it would start at 2 EC2 as a desired capacity. Go to your EC2 here, and if you see there are two EC2 instance is running currently. So let's connect the both the EC2 instance, and after that I would install stress tool, state So install the stress tool. Sudo yum install stress minus y. Install in both the EC2 instance. Sudo yum install minus y. Sorry. So now I have installed stress in both the uh, EC2. So type stress. So this is the example. Just copy it and generate your workloads here as well. So if you go to your auto scaling group, okay, and if you go to your monitoring tag, here you can see your CPU utilizations. But before that I would go to your my EC2 instance, okay, and we can enable like for 1 minute. If you go to the monitoring tab, you can enable your 1 minute monitoring data for both the EC2 instance here, okay. So now go to your auto scaling group and this is the CPU utilization for my EC2 instance. So currently it is generating the workload. Just for check for, yeah, so it is increasing. Let's wait for 1-2 minutes. Go to your activity. So currently we have a 2. Once it reached 50%, it would create another 2 EC2 instance. So go to monitoring tab, go to EC2 and check for 1 hour. So it would take while. It would take 1 or 2 minutes to increase the CPU utilizations. This is running. So once it increases 50%, it would create another 2 EC2 instance. Just hold on for 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. If you see that CPU utilization is now 50% plus. So if you go to your activity tab, now it would generate, like it will create another 2 EC2 more than 50%. Go to monitoring EC2 and check for 1 hour, minute. So it didn't reach that 50% now. Yeah. So if you see here, if you see the another EC2 is launching, just go to your EC2 instance, and if you see that CPU utilization is high, like it crossed 50%. So in EC2, just check for 1 hour. See, it reached 90%. Okay, so that means it would create another two. So currently it's 98%. So go to your activity tab in auto scaling group. So we have another two one. Okay, so that means the minimum was 2 and the desired was 2 and maximum 5. Okay, so waiting for if you see the state waiting for instance warm up, if you go to your EC2 you can see the 4 is running. So that is how we can do auto scaling. If you see it is initializing. Okay, so this is how about a auto scaling group works through a template. Thanks a lot.